think you're an abysmal winner.
Waiting for a Jackie crash.
Jackie crash.
Hi, Atom.
What is the difference between a large pizza and a drummer? The large pizza can feed a family of 4.
Jackie crash on the road.
Dear Mr. Crash, here is your ticket to business class.
Do you cook?
Not really. A little bit.
And if you must do the dinner, what you will do?
Fuck. Okay, I cook like I like salmon, the fish. You know, I like to make salmon, but I don't do it very well. But I'll try to like make some kind of like a marinade. Like, I just take some lemon and some salad dressing, and I don't really know if I can put it in there and like wait a while, put it on the barbecue, and then I don't know. That's probably good. And then, well, I mean, my favorite meal it's a kale salad. You know, kale. It's very green, very probably pretty healthy. So it's like kale and like bell peppers and sun-dried tomatoes and so there's this Mexican way to prepare pork. It's called carnitas. So I take that and I put it in the salad. It's my favorite thing. I fucking love that meal. I want that now. What did you do to me? Fuck.
There's a very good Mexican restaurant just close by.
It can't be good. I'm from Southern California, all right? I mean, no offense to your Mexican food here in Prague, but it's no fucking Los Angeles Mexican food. Don't try to. I went to Mexican food once in Japan. The worst thing I've had. It was so bad. Like, you know how salsa is supposed to be spicy? So we're like, we want the hottest salsa you have, and they bring it out with tongs, you know, and they're like, it's very hot, and it's like, it's hot like temperature, but not spicy at all. You're just like, fuck it, forget it. Really easy with movies. Like, I'm not a movie snob, you know, so I love to laugh in like stupid romantic comedies, you know, where like the boy and the girl and they get together and it's fucking love. I love that shit. I love it.
Example?
I don't know, anything with Sandra Bullock. She's fantastic. Other movies that I like, stupid shit, you know, Dodgeball or Zoolander, you know, this kind of stuff. This is only my second iPhone, and before that I had like BlackBerry type, huge, kind of big BlackBerry style, or just old Nokia. I love the Nokia phones. They work so well. I've never tried like the Samsung. Like, dude, those things are so big. You pull it out, it's like. I know, it's stupid. It's what I like. With The Offspring and with Social D, I came into a band that was established. When I come in, it's like I'm just trying to fit into that. With Angels and Airwaves, that was starting a new band, so we worked together and made it. We made it our thing together, and that's a lot of fun. I really enjoy that, and this is most like that because they've given me a lot of freedom. You know, Laura and James are really open to ideas and not only musically but artistically and all kinds of other stuff. So it really does feel like a band as opposed to being an employee. You know, where you show up and you go, okay, cool, my job is to play the drums and I'll just do that and be quiet, you know, which is cool too, you know. I mean, that's a good job to have, but I've always been looking for a little more, you know, to have deeper. You know, it kind of happened almost by accident. They had a drummer emergency, so they were like, their drummer left and they had a tour booked in Australia, so it was like, fuck, we need a drummer right now. I was actually available, which I'm not often available, but it worked out really well. So I had this month, about 6 shows in Australia that we did, and it went really well. It was like comfortable and easy and fun, and it just, everything was coming together easily. So then, while I was there, Laura said, hey, do you want to record the record with us? And I was like, absolutely. And after recording the record with them, it was like, I really liked it. You know, it was like getting to work with her, you know, a little more than just playing shows. You get to see how people work, and I was like, this is somebody that I can work with and somebody that I get along with. I've been in enough bands to know or to recognize when that's happening, and it's a good thing. So then I was like, be in the band. Fucking love motorcycles.
And
You know, I've only got a couple bikes, but I have a Ducati, I have a Suzuki SV 650, so that's like for the track only.
David from Engines also.
Yeah, he
like-
really got me into it. He taught me a lot about that kind of thing. Like before that, I was into like vintage bikes and, you know, old Triumphs and BSAs and that kind of stuff. And being around David more and riding with David, it's like, oh, there's this whole other level of like skill and excitement that happens at the track. That's like, I got really hooked on that. It would be this strange mixture. So I wake up in my own bed, my girl, my dog, walk the dogs, cruise around, have my own breakfast, go for a motorcycle ride. Then I go to the gig. And maybe the gig is in my hometown, or maybe it's, you know, somewhere exciting like Prague. Then I play the show, have a great time, and I go back home to sleep in my own bed. It'd be awesome. That is my ideal day. Can you make that happen?
Sure.
Is that up to you?
Of course.
Call somebody. Tell them this is what has to happen.
I think David Copperfield will manage it.
Yeah. Come on! That would be sick. Well, Fugazi, for sure. Like, one of my top favorite bands of all time. The way that Brandon Canty not only plays the drums, but writes his parts, you know, I think he's something very special. Probably Black Flag, because that was one of the first punk bands I was into to get into punk rock. Maybe Iron Maiden, you know, because when I was really young, they were something that I listened to a lot, and the first time I ever played with other musicians, it was an Iron Maiden cover band.
Most favorite song from Iron Maiden?
Maybe The Trooper. So I bought X, I bought Block Party, I bought the new Licky Lee. You know, what I listen to and what I play, it's not always the same kind of stuff, because it's good to have variety. You know, I have a lot of jokes. I love awful, awful jokes. Do you know why you can't trust a big cat?
Why?
He's always lying. What do you call a belt made out of watches? Watches, like
Yeah.
a waste of time. Huh? Yeah. Huh? I'm going to figure out how to transport myself from the bed to the gig.
Like Star Trek?
Kind of like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe that's my 10-year
I
plan.
think you will be so rich if you will fix it.
Yeah. But I'm only going to let musicians do it. I take everything very seriously, especially being stupid.
Where the hell is Jackie Crash?
Wake up, Jackie.
Hi, Jackie Crash.